Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are here today on Superior Viaduct at the home of Spaces Gallery. We're here with Jeffry Chiplis and Sam Hubish. You guys are board members, you are artists, you've been involved with this organization for a long time. Thanks for taking a moment to talk with us.
Sure, happy to be here.
Thanks.
Talk about when you guys first got involved in Spaces, because it was a long time ago. Tell me where Spaces was and your first impression.
My first time I got involved with them was down at Playhouse Square, and I went in to paint some walls, and the next time I came in, they were asking me if I wanted to be a board member.
Surprised it wasn't the first time.
Well, it was quick. It was quick, yes.
And Sam?
And I was at my last year at Cooper School of Art, and there was this new place opening up and showing art that I was interested in, and I was hooked.
So then you guys became involved volunteering and eventually got on the board. And you've been on the board for how long?
Well, the organization's been around for 36 years now, and I've been with them for, let's not count, but 35.
And I'm returning to the board, but originally I was at the board in 1985 through 1995.
So lots of changes here. What I think is interesting, and you tell me, is that Spaces, as it's moved around, has also stimulated economic development in the broader community, right? Because it moved over to Warehouse District. Artists were in there first, over here, and what's that? How do you see the role of artists in building community like that?
Oh, it's very important, and it's been demonstrated many times. So it's people who see it know that it's there, and they're always seem to be seeking out artists to come and pollinate our community.
You think this is going to be Space's next move? Because I know they're thinking about moving one more time here.
We're big. Well, not so much bigger, but better, and on the edge, being sort of uncomfortable. That's our job.
That's where artists feel comfortable, right? Is when they're uncomfortable.
That's where exciting things happen.
Right. So you guys have brought a lot. So you brought your art. You've brought a little bit of direction and guidance as board members, and both of you have a real sense of humor and a real attitude, I guess. Talk about how important that is for artists.
I would say once again, it's very important. Yes, we like to have fun. It's all about the fun factor. So.
And it's just the spirit, it's the spirit that drives it. It's what we do. It's what we do.
Exactly. So you guys are involved in a lot of different media, photography and web and neon, Jeffrey, for yourself. And Spaces has always been really strong on multiple media. When we did our Performance Art Festival, we always collaborated with Spaces. Talk about the programs that Spaces has for media, the Vault program, for example, and the future of something like that for young artists.
Well, one of the programs that I really like right now is the residency program, where we get people in from all over the world, and even people come in locally and come in and do projects that they wouldn't ordinarily be able to do. So that's a really important part of it for me.
Right.
Yeah, and what Spaces is doing now is stuff that I've always seen Spaces doing, just removing the wall and put it with the artist.
Right. Remove that sort of fourth wall. Talk about things like drawing is all of a sudden coming back. You guys do this monster drawing rally here too, right?
That's a great party. Artists, lots of people involved in it. You do your thing and you show, it goes up on the wall, and it's like people playing with materials that they wouldn't ordinarily play with, but are still having fun.
Speaking of parties, you got this Optical Delusions party coming up where you guys are going to be honored. And it's also a big auction, silent auction benefit, raise a lot of money, have a lot of fun. Talk about what a blast this is, Sam.
Spaces benefit parties have always historically been a blast from the beginning to the end, and the later you go, the more fun it is.
If you can go that late. And this year we have, our clocks are getting turned back, so we have an extra hour to have more fun.
And to be clear, everybody dresses up at these. It's not even a Halloween thing. It's just you definitely get dressed up in the theme, right?
In this case, you could even sleep in your Halloween costume and show up to Spaces party the next day. Yeah.
Because the pajamas fit the theme.
Great. Hey, thank you guys for taking time. Congratulations. Thank you from the community for all the work you've done. We were just saying, we've known you guys since Performance Art Festival in the late 80s, believe it or not, and you guys are still on the scene, still contributing, and you need to know, because you probably don't hear it every day. Thank you.
Oh man, thanks.
We're all very welcome, and we thank everybody else for the support that they've given us over the years.
Exactly.
So it's a two-way street.
There's a bunch of people that are working hard, and there's been come and go, but they're still there.
Still here. Space is still here, stronger than ever. Thank you guys so much for taking time.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.